positive news. Positive news in Neverwinter is finally amongst us. And this is a big, huge change coming to the game very, very shortly. So what is going on, YouTube? The Assist Man. I'm coming back at you guys with another Neverwinter YouTube video. And inside of this video, man, I'm going to cover something that I think is monumental to the game right now. Something that when I came back to the game 2 months ago, I made a video about, and I said, man, I wanted to see this change. This was one of the things I really wanted to see changed in the game because I felt it was going on for too long, the same exact thing. There was really no rewards and nothing to do in professions. Well, it seems now coming in mod 15, we are getting a huge overhaul to the entire professions crafting system. There was a post posted by the community manager, Julia. It's titled Dev Blog, a Workshop Opportunity. And I'm just going to go ahead and go over what they said or what she said inside of this. So let's go ahead and get into it. It says, greeting adventures. Aster Doll here today to talk to you about the upcoming overhaul in the profession system coming in Neverwinter, the Heart of Fire, which is mod 15. It says big changes are coming to professions, so let's jump right into details. The professions overhaul is a ground-up redesign of the entire professions system, including entirely new recipes, a personal workshop, over 200 unique artisans to hire, and big changes to how recipes themselves are completed. Today, I want to talk a little about the workshop itself, your new in-world base of operations for all things professions. That is huge, and if you see the picture right above the first paragraph here, you see like they got workers working and there's like thread and there's bars of gold and there's bars of silver and there's all kinds of like stuff that's you could utilize to make things. This is big. This is really big because it's saying that they're going to ground up redesign the entire profession system. They're going to be giving you entirely new recipes. Man, we haven't had a new recipe in professions in years other than mastercrafting. And you're going to now have a personal workshop where you actually go into like a small, like little workshop. Think of it like a base or something where you have all your stuff stacked up and you have your professions people working for you. You're going to be able to hire over 200 new unique artisans. That's crazy because of right now we only have like, what, 6? So that's ridiculous. And there's going to be big changes on how to recipes themselves are completed. I don't know exactly how those changes are going to be. Maybe you have to complete certain dungeons. Maybe you have to kill certain enemies in order to complete recipes. Who knows? Let's go ahead and get into the second part. It says, recent events have left the long-standing workshop down by the Seven Suns Coaster Market in Protector's Enclave vacant, and the owner of the property is looking for new leadership to take over. Thanks to Sergeant Knox's suggestions, he's looking for experienced adventurers to fill that role. From the desk in your workshop, you'll be able to view applications from artisans. Artisans will no longer be faceless, nameless icons in your inventory. Once hired, they will appear in your workshop. From your work table, you will be able to place orders for recipes, which they will craft even when you're away. An instant craft command will also be available, which you may use a certain number of times per day. Further rushes will cost Astro Diamonds, similar to the current system. From the dispatch board, you'll be able to assign adventurers to gather raw materials and raw refinement stones via the gathering profession, which leadership has been reworked into. For both work table and gathering orders, you will be able to specify the number of times you wish for your artisan or adventurer to execute the task, including placing it on repeat. Big news again. So basically sees that in mod 15, there's like an empty spot, an empty spot in Protector's Enclave, which they're showing a picture of above, which is now going to be where you go into to get inside of your profession's workshop. It basically says you will be having artisans that will try to apply for positions in your workshop, and it's up to you to hire them if you'd like to. And now they are going to have faces, they're going to have names, all kinds of stuff. They're not just going to be in your inventory as little pictures. And it basically says you could place orders for recipes that they'll craft when you're not playing the game, which is, similar to what we have now. But it also says you have an instant craft command, which you get for free a certain amount of times per day. So you could rush, it seems like what they say, a certain amount of professions a day. And if you want to rush further ones, it will cost AD, similar to the system we have now. But they're giving you free opportunities to rush certain ones in certain times per day for free. Nobody knows how many you're going to be able to do. That's still going to be, seen in the future. But one big thing that we took away from this part is it says that there will be a new gathering profession, which leadership has been reworked into. So now I'm sure a lot of people are going to have questions. Like, I have leadership maxed out on a couple different characters. So what's going to happen to leadership? Is it going to completely go away? Is leadership just going to be renamed into the gathering profession? What's going to happen with our purple leadership heroes, our green leadership man-at-arms? What's going to happen with all the stuff in leadership? Are we still going to be utilizing it? Or is it just going to be disappeared from, our character, and it just disappears and we have to build up the gathering profession from zero? So the people that have leadership at rank 25, are we just going to be converted into gathering at rank 25? I don't know. These are all things that I'm sure they'll be addressing soon. One thing I do want to point out before I go any further is they did say that you will be able to preview this new professions ground up overhaul on the preview servers on PC within the next week, which means Mod 15 and the new Professions overhaul will be available to test on the preview server on PC within the next week. So I'm sure a lot of questions will be answered soon. Let's go ahead and get on to the next part. It says, results from those tasks will be sent to the delivery box in your workshop. As long as you remember to empty the box before it fills up, artisans can continue to perform tasks on repeat. Upgrade your workshop for even more delivery slots so you can leave your workers to their devices for longer stretches. With the workshop and overall changes, we're making professions something that you can make your own. Your artisans, your workshop. The system is still about managing artisans who craft goods for you, but it should be less tedious and more immersive. So basically what they're saying here is there's going to be some kind of mailbox system, kind of like how we have when we buy and sell items on the auction house. But when a profession task gets completed, it will go into your delivery box. Now, it doesn't say how many slots the delivery box will have, but it does say that once it fills up, you will no longer to be able to perform tasks on repeat. So you have to clear out your delivery box. It also does say you'll be able to upgrade your workshop for more delivery slots. So, that's something we always see in Neverwinter. Think of it like artifact weapons, like your stronghold, like artifacts, any kind of thing. They always want you to upgrade something to get it to a higher level. So who knows how many levels this new workshop is going to have. Maybe it's going to start at level 1 and you can max out your workshop maybe at level 10, maybe level 25. Who knows? I'm sure all those answers will be coming in the near future. So that's another big thing that, is changing in professions. Now you're going to, have a delivery box. And in order for you to complete more profession tasks, you have to make sure that you log on to take your stuff off before you could, complete more. It's kind of like the way professions is now. If you have all 9 slots open, you can't start any new profession tasks until you complete those and take your stuff out of them. So I guess it's theoretically about the same. And let's go ahead and get into the last part right now. It says, as the release of the Heart of Fire nears, we'll be detailing various parts of the new system. There is a lot to talk about. Too much for one blog post, in fact. So keep an eye on the news section for future posts. In the meantime, I will be hosting a preview thread where I will answer questions about the upcoming changes and in so doing, go more in depth about some of the changes. So check that out if you can't wait for more information. I do agree this would be a lot to talk about in one post, and there is a preview thread out right now, as he says, on the official Neverwinter forum. So if you guys wanted to go visit that, there are already a lot of people asking questions and getting further information on that thread. And then it finishes up to say, finally, the Professions overhaul is scheduled to be available on preview later this week. Playing around with the new system is the best way to learn about it. And under the Welcome to Neverwinter landing page, a new professions overhaul topic is available that allows you to ask specific questions about the transition. This is really, really cool because, like I said, they plan on bringing the new mod and the Professions Overhaul to preview later this week. It also says that when you log into the game, now on the landing page, there'll be a topic and you are available to ask questions. That's really cool. I've never seen that before on this game. And the final part says, please keep in mind, whether you are playing on preview yourself or reading about other players' experiences, everything on the preview shard is subject to change. Many important details are still being finalized, including but not limited to tool and artisan stats, recipe difficulty, recipe materials, XP gained from recipes, recipe cost, XP required to level, and item level of produced goods. So that's like anything else on the preview test servers. You know, it's out there so people could test it. They can get people's feedback on things. They could, rework it and change it as needed, blah, blah, blah. And then it says, we hope you look forward to the changes and try out the new profession systems when it launches on your platform. And it says it's from Doug Asterdahl Miller, who is a systems designer for Neverwinter. That is the person that wrote this entire blog. And then the community manager, Julia, put it on the forum. So bravo to them. I personally think that this is a huge, huge step in the right direction for this game. This is something that people have been asking for years. Like I said, when I came back to Neverwinter, I made a Neverwinter review video of being a player that hasn't played it for nearly 3 years. And one of the things I said in that video was I couldn't believe that when I came back, that professions were exactly the same as when I left. No new professions, no new profession recipes for the current professions we had, no new nothing. I just felt like it was a completely dead thing in the game. Other than mastercrafting, there was absolutely nothing to do in professions. So I am extremely happy that they are bringing this to the game. And not only are they bringing and changing it, it seems like they are really changing this in a big way. So this could be amazing. This could definitely be a way for people to make a lot of Astro Diamonds when it first launches. This could definitely be a way for them to introduce new gear, maybe new armor kits in the game, because right now we only have major armor kits, like major power armor kits, major armor penetration power kits. Maybe now there'll be a way to build legendary power kits. Maybe there'll be a way to build legendary action point gain jewels. Maybe this profession thing will have a whole bunch of new potions, new everything in it, which would be really cool not only to sell, but also to utilize for your character. So anyway, man, I just wanted to make a kind of a quick video telling you guys about this big news that's coming to the game very shortly. Leave a comment down below, man. Let me know what you guys think about this Professions ground up overhaul. Are you as excited about it as I am? Leave your feedback down below. I'd love to read your guys' comments. If you guys did enjoy this video, man, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, and tell your friends about me so they can subscribe to my channel, they can view my videos, and then you can help a brother out. So anyway, YouTube, this is the Assist Man, and until next time, I am out.